Okay, I was waiting until freaking the game had fully loaded in, but whatever. Ugh. Oh boy, okay. Can't go over the chat window, but you know what? I did want to have it in the corner, not worry about it while I'm streaming, so, you know. Freaking today we're picking up where I left off. Picking up where I left off last week. Well, okay, more like a few days ago, but, you know, you get the idea. Whatever. Hopefully we can get to, like, at least the first dungeon today. That'll be my goal. At least the first dungeon, you know. Because I'll be doing that with trust, because, oh, no way am I, letting those queue times hit. Press T to be the keenest to head out, Yasha. Well, of course. But where are Aaronville and Wuklamat, I wonder? Oh, they're on the way. Guess they're chatting with some folks. Oh, good, you're all here. Who might your companions be? Seeing as we needed information, I thought you'd better to get it from the locals. Those to hail from the villages we're thinking to visit. I'm definitely going to want to do the Ether Current quest as I explore the new areas, just that way I can get flying as ASAP. Be credit for taking initiative, at least. What do you mean, at least? I'm honored that the Third Promise would seek my advice. I, too, am happy to answer your questions. Any encounter might be an opportunity to do business. Thank you both for your help. Now, before we begin, there will doubtless be other occasions where we need to act independently, so I brought these for the two of you. Ah, Link Pearls. What's this? It's called a Link Pearl, a gemstone harvested from a special shell. Linked together, they allow people to communicate across great distances. That's so! What a handy thing to have! Oh boy, my voice is not holding out right now. It'll be very useful on our travels. Speaking of which, I should get back to introducing my two new friends here. Okay then. At least that'll finish the quest off, you know? Geez, all the other people just waiting on the same stuff. The wonders of when you have to wait for things to load in. Do a side-by-side shuffle. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm just like hitting stuff to the beat. Come on, game, load everybody in. Understand you don't do well when I'm streaming at the same time, but hey. Yep, we're lowering the chat window. Nope. We're lowering that window down. Tiliali Saga features a member of Tyrell's clans. Two of those, the Hanu, and the Pelu, have settlements relatively close to the city. I brought a representative of each. As I mentioned before, the Hanu are cheerful people of their festivals. They make their appearance in the Lay of Reeds in their home village. Okanu is located in Kozama Uga. The other smaller fellows won the Pelu, a clan of business-minded folk from Urkopacha. They appear in the Lay of Gold and craft all kinds of marvelous goods and watching Pelu, their village. Now as for deciding which village to visit first, why don't you put the Adventurers Instinct to work for us, Yasha? Pick our destination. Accepting the quest on the helpful Hanu will temporarily prevent you from accepting quests from the approachable Pelu and vice versa. The second path will become available from the respective NPC once you have completed a series of quests from the first path. Furthermore, story elements and quest rewards will not be affected by your initial choice of path. Speak with the NPC you prefer and embark on the show for the ride of success. Cool. Okay, so I guess the question is, who the hell am I going with then? We have two choices. We have Big Burb. We have Small Person. Big Burb, Small Person. Big Burb, Small Person. I'm gonna coin toss this. Let's see here. Digital coin toss. Okay. So let me okay, I'm gonna do the Hanu. Okay, so 7 would be Hanu, and Tails will be Pelu. I'm going to flip the coin. Actually, hold on, I've got an idea. Okay, I got an idea. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do this the funny way. Okay. Browser. Okay. Yeah. Okay, for the root duration of this, for the sake of this, I will hit the thing, and then, depending, Fate has decided we're going with the Pelu. Fate has decided it's the Pelu. Alright, Fate has decided. The coin toss decided by Fate, and it chose Pelu. Quest to Kozama Uka will become available once you complete the quest series, beginning with the approachable Pelu. Yeah. Hiroko Pacha. Ooh, there's gonna be alpacas. What do you like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, by Hiroko Pacha, we depart from the Arch of Dawn, then take the road west to the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? This is indeed the way to Okapacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart, when it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution. Come with me. It's gonna be alpacas. It's gonna be the alpacas. We'll be back to talk to you in good time, friend Hanu. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill out to the buy of 10. It's all been arranged. Chill for a while. It's probably gonna be like a day or two. Ugh, probably gonna be a while. Alright. New dawn and new hunt. Ah, that's for hunts. I'll worry about that later. You'll worry about the hunts later. Worry about them later. Yada yada. Well, you know what? While I'm here. You know what? We're just here to play. You know what? We're here to have fun. I can worry about the story as we go. You there, you're Yasha Lazrect, are you not? The adventurer from across the water who's been lending the third promise his strength. Yeah, that would be me. And well, to tell the truth, I've been meaning to make your acquaintance for some time. I have a proposition for you. You're familiar with the Eorzean hunt, yes? We have something very similar here in Tuiola. And having heard much of your philanthropic spirit, not to mention your capacity for violence, we should very much like to recruit you to our cause. If you're interested, speak with my associate Bolo God. The Zabral is a master of the hunt, and administers to the bills in the square overlooking the fort. Tell him the Wiener Protection recommends you. Alright, I might as well get the hunt board unlocked, you know? Or what is that? Okay, not that far at all. It's pretty close. It's in the main square. In the main square where all the crafters are doing their thing. What do we have here? Probably should give you some work, but you got good eyes. As I've seen a few things. Here to sign up. That freaking phone. Facebook alerts. The Wiener Protection recommend you, do they? Well, we're always on the lookout for new hunters. If you're good enough for Rude Glamach, good enough for us. Pleasure to have you, Yasha. Suppose I better get down to the introductions. Or maybe I don't need to. The whole idea came from your side to see, after all. It's Kona who showed us your ways. Either way, I'll keep it brief. Our hunt works much the same way they do in Eorzea. We put a bounty on the beasts that prove themselves on native people. You kill them, bring us back to proof, you get your reward. How your reputation may precede you, rules are rules, and the rule is I have to test every hopeful on the beginner builds. Can't have every youngling with nothing but his name, but a flash in a dream of glory skipping merrily away to his doom. Prove yourself in trawl, and I'll give you some bigger, bitier fish to fry. That makes sense. Hunt's now accessible. Beat the monsters, grab their bills, and you'll be rewarded tokens that can be exchanged for exclusive items. People. Okay. Quest hunts will become available from book upon reaching level 94. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get from him then. Okay, cat. Well, Bardings. Estrian roll. Ah, just good old Saxon nuts. Area. Probably don't have anything for that yet. I hope we can sign into it eventually, though. Nothing too much to worry about. Hello, crafters. Goodbye, crafters. I hope you're having a good time. Yep, the alpacas. I was right. I mean, it's not like it's not on the, the goddamn quest screen. Hold on a second. Gotta sneeze. I refuse to sneeze on fucking mic anymore. Nope, not happening. Not gonna be caught out like that. Alright, what's he gonna teach us? Because, I mean, obviously I don't have chocobos here. I introduce you our most dependable companion, the alpaca. oh, now we got Wu Clamat's trauma. These animals can traverse Sukapach's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. They fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea. Alpacas are native to Yogg-Tidal. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. I go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place where it ill-suits its qualities, and where it's not needed anyway. Must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small, and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. What do they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. We're really doing this, then. Oh, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good, I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade. As you should know, they take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go. A fair price for your advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third province herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but if we do need to ride alpacas to reach your Capacha, then that's what we'll do. Gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, new zone time. Let's go.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time
Oh, hey. Good old
All the
cactuses.
beasts which
Cacti.
crawl and
Good old
fly,
cacti.
Only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty.
Ooh, the place looks
Yet,
good.
with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
I'm sure something will happen. Ooh. Tall mountain. Nice.
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear. Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som-Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Is it monsters? Is it something I can hunt? Something I can kill?
Oh? Do tell.
It's a monster, isn't it?
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wook Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here of all places.
Oh, come on. Erenville was about to tell us a story.
But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Okay, so what's going on here, buddy?
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watrunpelo.
Oh, truly, I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Useful information for a weaver.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urkopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Ooh. Sounds tasty.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end.
You got fleeced.
But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say.
Got sidetracked.
Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu Pelu merchants.
Oh, very likely.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliola. Pelu Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas.
And they seem to be quite
They
good
are
at cutting
effusive and
deals when they
engaging
want to.
speakers. And many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
I give it 5 seconds. I give it 5 seconds.
Watrunpelo's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
I give it 5 seconds. We're gonna get there, and she's gonna get fleeced out of something. Absolutely, we're gonna get there, and Lamont is just gonna get fleeced, like, immediately. It's gonna take 5 seconds. I see immediately where they're gonna go with this one. It makes sense. Well, some alpacas would be field enemies. I mean, chocobos are too, you know. Is what it is. You know, maybe I should do my next set of daily roulettes with Viper tomorrow morning. This is it. Wachu Penlo owns the Pelu Pelu. Luklamat should have arrived before us. Oh. We're not even gonna get there and she's gonna be... that's not good. We're not even gonna be here for a minute. You come all this way for the right of succession. Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Oh no, he's already buttering her up. Please, the outcome is far from decided. But it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the soldiers of our budding ruler. What did I say? I said 5 seconds. I said 5 seconds! The nation's ruler should dress her best for the adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady, that's right. Come, third promise, my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound. 5 seconds. It took 5 seconds. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. What did we just talk about? Aaronville, when did you... you know, like 2 seconds ago. Ah, a Shatona from the Frau of Zaktir... Tyrell! Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. Cannot imagine I survived them with a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course. My shop door is always open. That was close. You were saying something about not being easily charmed. I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Glamat fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. The only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. Valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us all take Aaronville's words of caution to heart. Like, so they won't cheat you, but they know how to charm you. Where it's like, yeah, no, I like the idea of like just a tribe of people where like they're benevolent little schemers. Like they're not gonna do you wrong when they trade you something, but they're gonna schmooze you. They're gonna smooth talk you into spending a little bit more than you're planning to. You know, like they're not malicious. They're just crafty. Not my finest moment, element, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to. Find the elector. Let me propose a strategy. Prowl, Alice, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuklamat, you and Aaronville might try to approach travelers and passerby. Now, should I pray investigate any of the other establishments that catch your eye? Should we learn out of use? Let's lay it to the third promise. Alright, time to do the usual and investigate a village. Step number 1, attune to the Aetheryte. Always attune. Fast travel will be necessary. Dawn Servant Selector? I thought you were a new face in town. You're for the right succession, I take it. Me, I don't much care who sits the throne so long as they keep Turtle peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Sorry, not right now. Oh, right, yes, you were asking about the elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading round, I've heard there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it. Is it yep? Nope, and I am here on business. Another time, perhaps. Electors. Oh, yes, I've heard about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zeralja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers, and thousands of columns potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Rumors have been coming around Kind of my way of thinking, so I began crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I would not. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you no supporters of all Jawa's policies. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hello there, I'm Mablue. Did you have a question for me? Alright, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prize alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to remind them from a respectable distance. Get too close and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. Happened to a visiting buyer not too long ago. Tobly, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobly noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Well, okay, that's most of what we'll get for now, I suppose. Definitely should have streamed earlier, but whatever. I was the one who decided I would do it late. I would do it tonight. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal, and a stack of blankets, and there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I'd managed to learn that Talby is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch isn't far from here. I saw he paid a visit before the others returned. Alright, back to the ranch, so I guess we're gonna have to deal with that. It's gonna be interesting how it goes, will it? I'm absolutely betting it's gonna get interesting. Alright, Lamont, what do you think is gonna go on here? That is a lot of alpacas. So we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. Question is where? Can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Yeah, totally not. Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobly? Tobly, oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobly often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could, am I right? Still, if we bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Toby a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. I mean, sure, you can go with that. Maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Toby. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Okay. So, we know he likes to mention his favorite quote-unquote pungent subject. No, that's just a warning. I mean, oops, I shouldn't have said that. Have to find out for yourself who Toby is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. That you know it all. Okay. Never actually said there was an elector. Their hints didn't seem to give too much, though. It's, Well, that's annoying. We were both done with our little interrogations. So what do you think it is? I have my suspicions. Let's hear your pick. The diligent ranch hand. I don't know which one. I'm just picking something. The workers so intent on sale chores. Am I on that one too? Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. We're gonna be incorrect, aren't we? Oh, wow. I was right. First go. Let's see. Also want to go loot Jaja's chosen electors. Oh, hey, we were right the first time. Well, you know, the one who mentions the frickin' alpacas should have been right. Found you at fair and square, Tobley. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here. Well, at least we get... Right. I mean, let's see, she did mention that, you know, he likes to mention his favorite pungent subject, that being, you know, alpacas spitting on you.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Alright, voice cutscene time.
Not hard at all.
Sure, Luke, sure.
Zorolja.
Oh boy, waiting on us to do the work for you, huh?
I am told the head ledger, Tobley, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobley. That's part of the test.
God damn it.
You're Tobley.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed.
Well, you know, he's a giant, intimidating
We
lizard.
can proceed to the actual challenge.
Alright.
Per the Dawnservant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered a number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one.
So they refer to some numbers by column. That's actually not bad. Using columns as a reference point.
You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
Okay. I mean, I've done worse. Personally speaking.
Well,
Well,
I've
then
not
again.
had the best experiences with alpacas. Aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Oh, we're about to prove it wrong.
Bring out the example!
Oh, he was so prepared for this. I love the drama. Bring out the example! Oh no. Oh boy.
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, third promise?
This is about to
Well,
get
it
funky,
should stay
isn't
calm
it?
if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said.
This is about to get awkward, isn't it? Or at least worrisome.
Ah! The little monster spat on me!
Oh, come on. That yell could have been a bit more... That yell didn't have enough heart to it. Come on! Oh, jeez. Really?
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly.
Uh-huh.
Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit. As you've all just witnessed.
Jesus, okay.
Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Enough to knock Lamont out cold.
Like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out.
Oh, you little
And
trolls.
also especially hardy.
Oh, you little trolls.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
Mm-hmm.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
I think the answer is yes.
The task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell.
Okay.
And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with their catching.
Well, okay then. It's up to
The
them.
alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
Alright, guess we gotta sit back and help work out. Come on, Lamont, it'll be fine.
Chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
Just go with it, Lamont. Just go with it.
As I said, the Dawn servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge.
Just go with it, Lamont. Just go with it.
When you reach the end of the ride, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Well, okay, let's see.
Very well. This won't take long.
Okay, well,
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
yeah, he doesn't care.
Beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
Oh boy, this is gonna get interesting really quickly, isn't it?
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas. But that
Well?
doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
She's trying so hard. Oh, she's trying so hard not to.
Are you alright, Clement? We thought we heard you scream.
It was a really wimpy scream, but it was a
The
scream.
third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Yeah, definitely more of that. She wasn't lying there. Definitely more of
Scream,
that. Not
in
really a
other
scream.
words.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
Alright, how are we gonna help her out? How are we gonna do this? I had to go and wash that nasty stuff on my face. I think I got all of it. Do you mind taking a sniff for me just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Yeah, no. Hey, I saw that look. As Rick Lamont helps demonstrate, the Valley Alpaca are wary people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. Might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With a proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those, then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. According to Guild, it comes to around 1 million or so. You'll pitch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. When you feel right about having others pay the cost, I'll find the money. Somehow. In that case... that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Getting with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture. But you think I can turn 100 pel into 1 million? 10,000 times more. Need 10,000 pel, not 1 million. We're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and got it confused with Alphino's 1 million gil. I mean, look, knowing how much money I technically have in my coffers, I'm pretty sure I could just pay that at easy. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. Almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. I hate it when you're right. Let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Ablu. I work as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Wuklamat goes alone to capture her alpaca, she's free to accept assistance from whomever she likes. Let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. Don't know why you've made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Bablu. I suppose stay behind, perhaps. It may be easier to haggle over price without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Lovely. Although, Yasha, I think you should go with Uklamat. You've seen markets and bazaars the world over, and surely have sage advice to share. True. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or sold in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing, but I'll leave the wool with Yasha anyway. The better to keep my hands free. Again, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Gotta start somewhere. Basically, gotta get an idea of where you're going. Let me check something. Okay. I will find the most roundabout way to do things, even though I don't need to. Alright, Havli, look for your... lie. Yawning. Big yawning. Something I can do for you. We've got to bargain. Any one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. Saddle, is it? I And how will you be paying for it? This basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, that would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a cup at day's end when I inspect my finished work. Give me a jug of quality stuff, and if you got yourself a deal. Goes as well, third promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say third promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. Pizza. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zavalja will go to war and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. Nothing personal, third promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Alright, well, we're still working our way up to that anyway. Alright. Say I didn't blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring in more customers. Most of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory with Clamat. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from those horrors, and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and create the future the second promise envisions. Become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Many of those like Havli, concerned with the first promise's plan for conquest, will afford them opportunities for great profit. What about you, Moblu? Aren't you one of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I remember the accounts of what it was like when the Yokoi ruled their village. I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I better make sure I win the contest. The type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed, we just need to get on with it. I might not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tulial on the line. Oh god, my mouth is not working today. Neither will I. We will make you Dawn Servants. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's try to change the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Oh. That trader that we ran into on the way up here. Of course, the Weaver. Bulnak was his name, I believe. Went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and he was here to buy wool. I can't remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. Alright, now we gotta find that guy. The spot. After Bulldog talked to us, he walked off to the south. And he was probably going to Ikuvulo's Inn. See, this is the problem. It's all like frickin' Spanish-ish. Go and check. Alright, so it's an inn down at the next hamlet over there. It'll take... You know what? On the horse. Probably a Rattel. What the? God damn it. That's not a Rattel, that's a goddamn demon. Ah, fancy inn, actually. Good trip. Big old traveling place by the looks of it. Can I have that basket, Yasha? Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Well, look, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Good promise. You wish to do business with me. And ask what this is all about. Well, you see, we're doing a test, and we need to upgrade and make progress. Starting small and working our way up. Hey, so the goal is to turn the basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Allow me to invest in your efforts. Peace in Toral is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I prefer that one pledge to preserve that peace from the throne. Thus, I do humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. Crap like that would usually fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Bulnock. Thank you. Promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. So we're gonna go from here, and then we're gonna go talk to the guy who was trying to sell Lamont some clothing. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Yasha remembered her Weaver friends. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading. Won't you've instinctively mastered? You think so? No, so. Now let's make our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Yasha, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Aaronville would never let me hear the end of it. I'd like a poncho, actually. Our next deal is waiting to be found. So the question is... 100 pel to 500 pel. I feel like they give us a full indicator. That's fun. And then the question is where we're going to look. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one? That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person with a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So where should we begin our search for the prospective buyer? There are a number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Here's a poncho. A lot of Mujal hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords, but Mujal who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. Even if they have bared soldiers, but Mujal carrying arms can be struck off the list. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, so this guy has a poncho. This guy has arms. This guy has arms, but this guy doesn't. This guy looks to be the case. Let's see, no coat or cloak, but also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. Oh there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, that was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tiliola and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pelu I'm a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. But Now look at me. Oh, sir, this is your lucky day. We're looking to we're looking to trade. Splendid poncho. This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you'd like to make a trade for one of your fine tools, perhaps. What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. The blade looks sharp, the hat well made. I'd value it at £1 in the thousands column. And we have doubled. Oh, from 500 to 1,000. We have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put on even footing with any public merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Mapelu's Mate Garden, for one, her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter, I have other ways to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Next destination found. Hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Mapelu's Mate Garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. These ones will be the calm type, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. Excellent trade. From wool poncho to fine hatchet. Perfection. Yeah, I don't mind having to take the quest step a little further. I always say have that yeah, you know what, we'll turn this into we'll give this one a couple stages. I'm just gonna have to go in that sub Facebook account I made years ago. I'm gonna just have to go deactivate that when I can. Let's see. Just waiting things to load. Let's see. Ah, jeez. We're probably a little faster with the streaming, but you know what? I've made that decision. I have made that decision, and we will live with it. Music's not bad, though, so it's fine. It's fine to, you know, have fun, listen to that a little bit. Back on. Hold up. There it is. I just have to turn my bookmarks bar back on. Anyway. God, how long is this gonna take? Oh. I'm just stupid. Never mind, I'm just dumb. I'm just dumb and I misread the map. I'm so stupid. Look at going. You should be the one to hold on to this. Actually, I'll keep my hands on the hatchet. That I suppose we should head on top of the alpacas. Mablo is so kindly provided. I'll look at them with their little saddles and everything. There you go. Let's mount up. Look at them with their little saddles. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. Oh, you'll be fine. Fine, Lamont. Yeah, I mean, look at them. They got their little saddles, their little bardings and everything. They're good. Huh. What have we got? Can you imagine walking all the way across Tyrrell? Yeah, I can imagine, especially with how tiny you are. Walking would be a problem with those tiny-ass legs. I swear the mountain is too tall to be real. I've seen tall. Roker Zamor. Wasn't that the name? Pretty sight, isn't it? I've never appreciated it up close. I had to take the long way around the cliffs to get there. The highlight is why it's Yakuri. So, Mobley, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work. No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then it'll be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you'd be ready to be a merchant. Oh, I think those are like people. I was checking the chat messages. I think that's like probably stuff about like stuff that might be spawning here. You made it without a single smelly incident. The alpaca's back to Ikublos Inn, so we'll walk the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? And I was. And perhaps you understand, I was an orphan too, you see. Tobley took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them. Yes, and everyone works hard as their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanted to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. You need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. As it's made harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. After that, with Lamas way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Maple yourself over there. Pass the hatchet, Third Promise, and let's get to bargaining. Oh my god, I'm yawning a lot. I won't go past 10, though. Again, my usual rules, I try not to strike past 10 o'clock. I'll just get what I can done. Though tomorrow I'm definitely going to be doing this a lot more. Have a little axe for me? Yeah. Take the hatchet, do what you must. Thanks. Now to see where we can get for it. You're Mipley, the Energies Fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Oh, well, the Third Promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. Quality's acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pound 1,000 column. Impressed the hatchet. This will bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Matblue, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. It's the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in with their promises good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe including farming. I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Luke Mat. This is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons. We ourselves would be no better off in this transaction. How about this then? If we were to help you bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kona's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the field. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Good value to tip the scales. How could I forgot one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Yasha and I have mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Alright, guess we're picking some leaves. Make sure they're good ones too. Yeah, makes sense. Alrighty, let's see. Branch of verdant mate leaves. This... I think this is not what that was. Up right there. There it is. Let's go. I kind of just enjoy the run animation. Okay. Probably some leaves then. Acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fare before I make any decisions, though. Look, this is just kind of stuff I do on the daily. Here, brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's an honor mine, after adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchets. We're here to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate! By the shop, 1 sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. We're almost there. And we can bid farewell to this hatchet. So we're still not quite there fully, though. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. God, I need to get some writing in when I'm done. That's probably why I'll stop at 10, just so that way I can focus on getting some writing done and dirty. I got characters to draft for a thing. Mablu, what's wrong? As I was saying before, even after everything Toby's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. And I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. I expect Toby to accept my decision then. You mentioned your plans to leave. Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace, and becoming Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Toby held a same opinion. So talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next, then? We tried to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel. No, I think we're close enough now. I said we go straight to the premium mezcal. Bargain away into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I'll make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. How you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kona and Zeralja? I mean, of course I am. I'm Muklamata to Dawn's Promise, after all. I like having that face, that kind of like, trying to gas yourself up a bit, but you're not fully confident. Excellent trade. With that face! Well, it's with that face. Oh my god, that made, I should have screen capped that. That would have made it so much funnier. Alright, premium deal. Before we go on, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk provoking Erenville's point. I'd say if we finish up this little quest line, then, you know. And then, our next stop is Mezcal Distillery. Right on back. Alright. Wait. Noto Cactar? Oh my god. Okay, hold up. We're hunting one of these. Oh, so this is where the theme is. It's the generic battle theme. Okay, that's fun. Alright, guess we're killing them all. Okay, do I? Yes. Do I want to hit the same? Okay. Oh man, we're gonna blow through the buff. Yeah, whatever. Yo, let's do it funny. Do some hunting. You know, I gotta show off Viper a little bit on stream. Come on. I thought even the auto attack animation changes if you're in the dual blade. There. Done. If I seriously wanted to, I could probably grind up the last bit of EXP, but let's do the quest lines. I'm also curious how, like, if I just did all my dailies on Viper tomorrow, I wonder what I'd end up, how much EXP I'd end up with. Ah, we got a ways to go. You go pretty far on the alpacas. So if I did my daily roulettes tomorrow just on Viper, I'd probably get maybe a couple of levels out of it. Because I have been told that the EXP curve from 90 to 100 is pretty, not small, obviously, but definitely pretty quick. Leave me alone, marbles. Leave me be. Alright, we're just gonna come in the back way. Alright, don't mind me and my horse. Well, horse, lizard thing. I don't know. Okay. I want to speak with a man by the name of Gobley. Even among his fellow distillers, he is regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his products, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice that what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you talk to people in the distillery, Yasha, perhaps Wicklamont could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. All well and good. And of course, leave it to me to be the one who gets it nearby. This guy's got to say. Me? I'm a chef for the Tulio Law. I often come here to buy always mezcal. Finest in Develop, according to my customers. This brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. Like small sips. I don't want it to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so idle as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It'd be nice to have less, potent refreshments during such conversations. So I have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. This fella's got to say. Probably might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of Sunperch. Okay, so no mind for appearances. There's pretty strong stuff. There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you what Gobley's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jaws. That's the field where we gather ingredients for the mezcal. Our presence has made it hard to produce ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't really bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Okay, so what we know about him, he doesn't really do too good on the whole appearances thing. The fields have been having problems. And he does serve it kind of strong. Alright, well, let's see if we can use that info. So what'd you find out? Oh, we can make use of all those tidbits. Seal's as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley's working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind his distillery. Go on ahead and now bring Wicklamont. Alright, let's talk this out. It's solved. Got all the people I see on their freaking Tron bikes. It's like, stop spoiling it for me. I want to get it too, but I can't get there yet. Whatever. I'm just glad there's gonna be a place where I can just live my dream of doing stupid techware match deck. A business with me, sir. Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Alright, Gobley. What say thee? Get this trade done. Now what's this about? Keep it brief, you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal. Assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. Oh, we don't have Pell, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. Top grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal, just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? This is where the information. Now the real bargaining begins. Whichever cards you want to play first. The Hobigo chooses this taste for strong drink. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hobigo chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Oh. Ah, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hobigo friend, Did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves are with the mezcal you're after. Are the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. Not yet! Keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal will be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to Palace is to discuss that very possibility? Matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It'd be a great honor and opportunity, if I can secure the deal. Oh, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volok Shunsa. It's such a shame to miss the chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. Gotta play the cards. That it would. You're saying you have garments to offer, something ideal for court. We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing. An introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnak, and his works are highly regarded in Yolal. Yolal. Oh, she's putting on the spin! As a supporter of Ruklamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. It's certainly a tentative proposal, which I would like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Now we do it. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Really, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was assigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this shaped up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Yash and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use this time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnak. Fields you're looking for are just north of Wachinpelo. Be safe. Alright, let's go! I mean, I guess a little trading endeavor is fun. It's a fun little peek into the culture, definitely that. That's definitely fun. I like me and my world building, but, you know, that's just me being me. This is me being me and liking my fun world building stuff. That should be Agave Jaws, just over there. Go faster as you split up. Come and find once you finish clearing out your share of the pests. Okay. Alright, time to apply those Viper skills again. Let's get going. I got skills to apply. Right, it's because that's also... I keep forgetting that when you initiate it, it's an attack, and then it leads into the whole buff state, you know? Okay. That done. At least I didn't wear out the buff. At least I didn't waste it. No problemo. It's Ire. Grant's ready to reawake. Oh, so it's free for. Okay. Good to know. God, I love I love the movement so much in this job. It's so fun. Viper's just fun to play. Like, once you start getting a hang of it and are used to its buttons and how it moves, it's like, oh, it's good shit. Hey, how'd you fare, Lamont? Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. I'll just have to give Mablu the sack of leaves so we can seal the deal. Indeed it would be. Indeed. You know what? I literally have almost enough EXP. Look at that. It's driving me insane. Come on. I'm looking at it, it's like, ah, oh, so close. Like, just let me get it done. Ah, there we go. Just get me up to level 93. Just do the last bit of it. Let's see. Let's check when I unlock stuff. So obviously we're through here. So we have all of that. So assignable actions. So we get Ouroboros at 96. All right, and then once we hit 100, it'll also upgrade our reawaken attacks to first legacy, second legacy, third legacy, and fourth legacy. Cool. First attack with a potency of 1050 to the first enemy and 60% less for all remaining enemies. Reawakened effect expires upon execution. Requires at least one stack of Anguine tribute. This weapon skill does not share a recast timer with your actions. Ew. Okay, so basically, you could either run the full combo, or you could expend it all to use your Ouroboros. So I think a good way to do that would be to, like, run the combo. Use, like, because if you build the meter to 100, you build it to the combo. So you use one instance of it to either use Ouroboros, or you build to the combo. And then after your first run of either Ouroboros or the Legacy / Generation combo, then you follow that into popping it a second time to then do the other one. Or, like, you just do Ouroboros twice. But you get the idea. You get the idea. You can do some interesting stuff with that. Okay, that's interesting. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. I could just have the sack of leaves. You were looking after our precious trading goods. Why didn't you hold on to them while I was going monster hunting? Hold on a second. Whatever. The monster problem's been resolved, Mr. Gobley. Now here are the mate leaves and written introduction to Bolnock, as agreed. Deal's done. Here, you drink a premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally had the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You're the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. Let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. See, you can do it. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Honesty is the best policy. On trade, we've gotten to the 3-year premium mezcal. Gotten to where we need to be. Let's go. Yep, you can tell this is the last one in the chain because it gives us, either we can get some dyes, ice blue, raptor blue, cactar green, or silver piece. Okay, that definitely tells you this is the last one in the chain. And at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 pill jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Can you imagine we dropped it and had to start all over again? Luckily, half of these places not far. We just need to head across the plaza. Alright. Yeah, I just decided we're gonna reopen the chat bar. Why not? Alright. The trade we've been working towards. Let's get her done. No, still one piece. Make our deal. Deal's ready, Saddler. We brought you precious mezcal. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug, but you had nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Although I'd sooner read no claimant puts her all jaw, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. Trade is a fair one. I'll craft your saddle, third promise. Great. Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. And now she's gonna have to go catch herself a wild alpaca. The mission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. If you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste that smooth mezcal already. That drink's gotta be alcoholic, to some degree at least. It's with agave. Made with, like, fermented agave plants. It's gotta... We did it! The saddle is ours! You think we started with only a 100-pound basket of alpaca wool? Mably, you're going to be an incredible merchant. Going to be. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Feat accomplished! Success, you traded 10,000 pel jug of premium mezcal for a taming saddle. Don't mind me, we just had to spend like a day running around the area doing this. He's fine. And then we'll have cutscenes, and I feel like we might have to fight Zeralja. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Something tells me we're gonna have to deal with him. Delivers an attack with a potency of 700 for the first enemy, 6 less for all remaining enemies. It's nice that, like, the whole combo thing actually is like an AoE. That it hits every enemy within the general area. Hey, dog. You've acquired a saddle, then. Yes, and thanks in no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. You'll have to figure it out, Lamont. It's fine. Pardon me. I know. This is something I need to learn. Come on, you've got this. Oh, the expressions, though. Oh, the expressions. All this over a frickin' alpaca. Just be calm and you can do it. Perfect. Great sunken gods, I did it. Look at that, you got them all saddled up. They seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit. Maybe he was completely accepting of Wicklemoth's touch. That's because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? You're seeing one that doesn't have its fur. Ralja, he's back. What the fuck did he find? Having done exactly what he set out to do. Alpaca he's brought. Is it just me or is it glowing? Elsa is such a beast. The golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shows to accompany both man and its own kind. How the fuck managed to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how great power of the first promise exceeds yours, Wicklemoth. Strength alone will win in my father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Tyrell can remain at peace. Everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. Night is one the people must be taught, must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, wages the war's merciless nature. That is what moved the clans to join in the founded Tuiola all those years ago. Consider the younger generation's village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. It is true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I've seen with my own eye what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose. The rebellions it spawned and the ruins it left behind. Oh yeah, no, funky frickin' lizard eyes. Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. Do you know what the Garleans got up to, my guy? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No. You do not get to just say, oh, they were a bunch of simpletons. Bitch, do you know what they put me through for the past 3 years of my life? No. Oh, no. He cannot. Motherfucker. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors. As well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Glu Jaja did not elevate the Mamulja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuiola, but the star in its entirety. Yeah, what do you think Garlemald was trying to do? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done. Well done indeed. The first promise is complete the feat of gold with an apparently golden flourish. I present you to your much-deserved keystone. Go on, take it. Shoo. Quit being a dick. It's always been like that. Never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even with Kona. Like we're not even family. Oh, I feel bad for Lamont at sometimes here. It's like, damn. Alright. I'll ponder knowledge on his mysteries later. Right now I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle and I practice how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. Valley of Odin Kanka. Again, I'm butchering everything and I will never stop. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Lamont off on our hunt. Might as well. I didn't even pay attention to who was actually speaking there and didn't adjust my voice right. Take us all the way up into that corner of the map. Alright, I'm pulling out Torgal. We're riding the dog. Also because proof. Hold on. Speaking of dogs. There. I had to put on the primordial dad voice to tell one of my dogs to stop barking when he didn't need to. Needlessly epic music plays as we ride the wolf. Playing Find the Flame is so inappropriate for this, but it's funny. Alright, let's hear her off. Yeah, blame the occasional signal drop. Happens. I can do this. I know I can. Crown with Lamont as she marshals with courage. Ah. God, I use emotes so little, I barely remember what voice option I picked for my character.
Good luck, that promise!
Voice cutscene's good. I can rest my throat a little bit.
Truth
Good,
be
I can rest
told,
my throat.
Still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too.
As it goes, Lamont. As it goes.
Right. I'm off.
Good luck in catching your prize.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wooklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
Only proper, I say. I agree, Kryle. I agree. And what are you doing, Aaronville?
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
You know what? Good idea. Good idea, Aaronville. Good idea. Alright. Good tent. We've got a fire.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
Of course. Why wouldn't he be?
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
That he does, as I recall.
But aren't you a Shitona from Shaktural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian.
Oh, so someone who was foreign at least.
I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Decent enough motivation.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As many often do.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking. And I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place.
And I guess coming back here has been reminding him of that.
Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
Ah.
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
That's definitely a way for it to go. Okay.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City.
And I pray it doesn't get derailed, because I have heard some
It's
things
all the
about
more
where the story
reason for
goes.
us to work together.
Just so.
Oh boy, lag's gonna hit. And signal spike down. God, inconsistencies in signal, I hate that I have to deal with it.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be fine.
Wait. Do you hear that?
What if she somehow got extraordinarily lucky with something here? Oh, and she came back riding atop it. Hell yeah. Got her mark and came back nicely.
I did it.
She sounds exhausted. Yeah, she's tired. Oh, she is exhausted. It's a good thing we have Alphino with us.
Spent. And small wonder.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
Hey, of course, we're here to help you out. You know, I'm still just waiting for when I can go hunt some big monsters, but hey, that will come as we go. I'm sure I'll get the chance eventually. Anyway, that was just the last objective, and then cutscene. Okay, so we're not... Okay, we're almost done. We'll take the Raptor Blue. Knowing the Pelu Pelu, this will finish out the quest. This will finish out this one. Alrighty. Clamont still seems to be a bit unsteady on her feet. I'm really surprised after she spent the night chasing alpacas. No one melt away fatigue like magic, though. Mate tea. I went to the ranch to get you a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. Good enough idea. That was so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. Yeah, we're just gonna teleport back. Zoop. Zoop-a-doop. Alrighty. And once we're done with this quest and back in Tuiola, we can head up for tonight. Do some other work. God, I'm just gonna be writing into the night, aren't I? Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Look, Lamont can't be that far behind. Look, I run around a lot. Being quick is just kind of my thing. Become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Oh, okay, hold up. No longer voiced, I must go back to wearing my throat out. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown fond of them. Welcome back, Third Palmas. Accomplished a feat of gold, have you? Yes, there's no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Hey yo, let's go. Oh, even the cups and everything have alpacas on them. That's adorable. Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zeralja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born once every few decades. They're elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Galul Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. Oh. It was before the founding of Tuiolal, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yokoi, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Galul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yokoi in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some troubled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Galul Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. When you have two heads, you're gonna need like 2 cups, yeah? None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Galul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu Pelu from the Yokoi subjugation. Then turned an appraising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So it was that a few words from Galul Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. Heard that bond forged from the Pelu Pelu spoken of in that way before. Saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that Galul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. Both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures. But an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Ablu's right. They're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Oh. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I certainly doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. Take it. This is what they look like. Come on, set it into the tablet. Alrighty, let's see what happens. Ooh. Perfect fit. At least 6 more. Well on your way, third promise. Could have been lost without you, Moblu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and their customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. And it was because I don't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuklamat. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. I mean, hey, when you're literally a humanoid lioness, you know, having some well-styled claws is definitely a must. Probably, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide. Never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. It's my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tobly. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. And I suggest you talk to the Yakui. Probably know something about it. They have to. They once ruled far more over than just Kopachi the Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yokotaro and all its people. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. Oh. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yakui have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. Good enough assumption, Kryl, good enough. We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, we're determined to follow the path of the saga. We'll be visiting the giants eventually. God, the new lighting looks so good. Like, seriously, it just looks so good. Everything looks so great. Landscape shot. Taking that. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, Kryl, I have a question I've been meaning to ask, and since we finished with the feet, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, feats like that, like it first became fashionable in Yokotaro around 20 years ago. Since then, it became common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. Years ago, right about the time my grandfather made his journey, the dog servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Or there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I can try to find out. Even as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. Would appreciate that very much, thank you. Stepping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mablu? Gotta get started. Right then, let's head back to Tuiola and get ready to search for the next elector. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn Servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. I do gotta wonder how that would taste like. Some kind of fermented drink made from agave. That sounds like it honestly seems like it tastes be pretty interesting. There's a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. We've heard Valjean's supporters talk. You might see opportunities to expand his ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating. Terrifying, even. Of course, I've grown to love Wuklamot. Everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she won the throne. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. Oh, and that is our first zone completed. Heck yeah. Alrighty then. Oh. Yeah, just in time too. Let's get the defeated gold safe under a belt. Even my victory pales beyond Valjean's shiny golden alpacas. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, and gods know you've all been supportive, but I want to be stronger and wise on my brothers to be able to promise that people respect. It is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Yeah, I definitely do. I've been yawning for a while. I've been yawning. It's 10 o'clock, 2 hours in. I'd like to do more just because of good old freaking MMO stuff, but I did say my plan was once we were done here, gonna go rest myself. Chill. Maybe make some food or something too. Make some food, chill, rest up and whatever. Ugh. I should be using my full model, but you know, Final Fantasy in my phone do not get along too well when I try to use my full 3D model. So PNG it is. Alright. Yep. Get this quest all wrapped up first. Teleport me back. Get this wrapped up so it's all done and good and I can start the next one tomorrow. Because, oh boy. There's so many people who liked it because they were playing mostly during the early access period. They're already like doing the post-campaign stuff, just waiting for the next updates to drop. I think they're mostly waiting for the raids to drop. I think that's the next main update before we start the post-MSQ. For my PNG, it's just a OBS extension. So for the PNG, I just use an OBS extension that I found. Keeps it easier. I switch over to Fugi, though, if I'm in, like, a Discord call. Yeah. Like, if I'm in, like, a Discord call with friends and stuff like that, then I'll switch over to Fugi. But overall, it's just an extension. I found it useful. And just let it load. We're back in the city, so it's going to take a solid... It's going to take a minute to load. Oh, my sword. I'm still set to the dual blade. You know, it's loading in awkwardly when the pose isn't working right. Let's see. We got a bard. We got a thing. We got a person who's stuck in their A pose. It's always fun when you're freaking on stream and stuff is just loading in, so it takes a while. Curse you, big population centers. Okay, now we can close this off. It's like that we found an elector in one of our first keystones. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep moving and march towards on to Kazamaruka. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your patient Hanu friend has to say. And that is done. We are good for tonight. Thanks, folks, for showing up. I am going to go make a snack. And other stuff, and probably take my dogs out one more time tonight. Oh boy, Pucholitos need to be taken care of. Alright, till tomorrow. Oh god, I'm gonna need to do some stretches.